It's me, and we're thinking outside the mold today. Hi everybody, welcome back. Or if this is your first time, welcome. Come on in, pull up a seat, and sit across the table from me, and let's have some fun today. Let's just jump right into it. A while back in video number 21, I created a fall type ombre look in a piece like this. This is a popular dollar store find, but it doesn't have to be this particular glass piece. You could probably find something in your kitchen. You know, an old pickle jar, a mason jar, or that type of jar. Just make sure it's plain. Meaning there is no, you know how mason jars have the etching on the side. We want it to be plain. So that's where we're going to start. We are going to make this as simple as possible. I am going to create a 2-layered light in this one. I'm going to use the stickers. Oh, well, you know what? It doesn't have to be a light per se. You could use it for makeup brushes, for your resin tools. You could put some faux flowers or decorations in it. It's your imagination. So let's get rolling with it and get started explaining what and how to make this cute little easy DIY project. Okay, here we go. First thing I'm gonna grab is a plastic solo cup, clear plastic solo cup. Now you could recycle, or reach right on over here. This is an old piece of Coke bottle that I cut out and used on that other video number 21 that I was telling you about. But for the sake of showing you how to do it, let's just go here. So just cut your plastic solo cup in half. Make a lot of noise while doing it. Okay. Easy as this, easy as that. All right, let me reiterate. Do not cut your cup completely in half. Cut it down one side and half across the bottom. So now that we've got our piece cut, see what I did? I just cut off the top and the bottom. And the cool thing about the solo cup is they already have lines here, so you can just kind of follow that on the top and the bottom. Now, this is curved. You don't want to leave it curved, although you can, but just line it up like this. You can grab a ruler for this part. I'm using a recycled piece of cardboard. But what you want to make sure is you measure from the bottom of your glass piece that you'll be using to the top. So I knew that this piece of cardboard was perfect height. Then I'm going in, tracing it around the edge, and then I'm just going to cut it out, and I have my piece. Simple as that. Okay, so right now I have got my parts A and B, equal parts, 1-to-1 ratio, and it's clear cast epoxy resin. And I'm just mixing it up. I started mixing off camera just to make it a little quicker, but we're about good here. Minus all the bubbles, we're good. Also, what I have right here is I have the Slice of the Moon Shimmer Power. Shimmer Power? Okay, let's rewind that. Shimmer Powder. And the Slice of the Moon Pearl. I'm not sure if those are the exact names, but they'll be linked in the description box below if you're interested. They are beautiful. Now, this is our pearl looking one. I want to create in the bottom of my jar here a snow bottom. I want it to look similar to snow, is what I mean. So I'm going to take quite a bit of this. Maybe 3 big scoops. There we are. Set you off to the side. Everything is already starting to get messy, but what do we expect, huh? We're working with resin here, right? All right, I'm going to give a decent amount of this shimmer. Even though when the front of this bottle says a little bit goes a long way, they aren't kidding. So now I'm just mixing it in. I've got quite a little bit of that shimmer powder coming up on the side of my paddle. Just going to do a little scraping. Get it off there. There we go. I'm going to continue to mix a little bit longer. Then we're going to get it into the base of our jar. Now when we begin pouring it into the base, make sure you don't accidentally drip it along the sides. No matter what your glass piece is. Yeah, just make sure you do it. And if you do, quickly grab you some alcohol and a Q-tip or a paper towel. A cotton ball will do as well. And just get it off there so it doesn't ruin the finished look. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to pour it in the center and the bottom. Easy as that. How about it? Isn't that pretty? Nice and shiny. Beautiful. Okay, so I've got my base layer down there in the bottom. I'm going to set this off to the side and take my piece of plastic and I'm going to connect this. Okay? So hold on, we're going to do that now. Alright, so what I'm doing now is I'm grabbing a small little piece of tape. And what kind of tape, it doesn't really matter as long as it's clear. Okay, and I'm just taking this piece of plastic, making a circle out of it, and taping it together, like that. Okay, there we go. We've got a round tube structure. So there we have that. And then I am grabbing some little snowflakes. I'm just going to put them on here randomly. Like this. No rhyme, no reason, just rolling with it. And now I'm finishing up all my little snowflakes on my piece of plastic. And then I am going to firmly press it in the middle of my resin. Okay, so I am mixing up my resin. I already mixed it a little bit. And, but I do want to show you what our next step was now that we had our decorated snowflakes on the plastic down into our container. Can you see that? All right. So I'm going to finish mixing this up here. Now, before I add my shimmer powder into my resin, the outside doesn't matter so much as the inside. Give your container a good look on the inside. And put a little alcohol on a Q-tip or a paper towel, depending on the size of your glass container. And, just see if you see anything that doesn't belong in there. There we go. Easy as that. I don't know if I needed to be that dramatic, but I did it anyway. Okay, now I want to add one drop of blue alcohol ink. You can take it or leave it. You do not have to do this. I just want to tint it ever so slightly. This alcohol ink is called Sailboat Blue. I will put it in the description box below as well. So just want to get a slight little hint of blue, like I just said. Get that mixed in there. That was easy. Now, down into my container to help with any bubbles. Well, you know what? I don't want to do that quite yet. But what I do want to add is just a little bit, because I will tell you, my project number 21, I added a little too much. It wasn't terrible, but if I had to do it again, which is what I'm doing now, I will not add as much. Because if I want to add more, I can't, but if I add too much, I can't get it out of there. And that looks good to me. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. That looks great to me. This is such an easy DIY project. I mean, you could literally throw this together in a day. Now, we have our container here. I'm going to look in the light. That's a lot of sparkle. It seemed like I didn't put barely anything in, but that stuff right there. Whew. All right, let's be careful not to go in the middle, and let's just pour. And I'm going to need a lot more resin, so I'm going to put you on a quick pause. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back, okay? Just going to mix up a little more to top this little cute fella off, and I'll see you in a little bit. So we've got our little container filled up. We've got our tube down in there, still hollow in the middle. No resin is getting in as of yet, but it looks to be holding well. So we just need to set this off to the side and let it cure, and then we'll come back. Now remember, I told you this glass container is a very common find at your dollar store. Well, it's not your dollar store anymore, but I've had this one for so long, and they have carried these for so long that I bought it when it was still the dollar store. Not sure exactly how long ago that was, but it's been a hot minute. But you don't have to use this one. There's so many other options out there, like that, and that, and I'll list any good options that I think in the description box below. Other than that, it's not hard to find a good glass container. Okay? Let's let this cure, and I'll see you in a little bit, alright? Hey everybody, good. I'm glad you're still with me. It's the next day for me, a couple seconds for you, but this is done. I mean, I couldn't have had a better match right here on the top. Perfectly lined up. Now I'm going to go in a little bit here and wipe this down before I put on my stickers around the outside of the jar. But the inside has turned out beautiful. The snowflakes are in there. Can you see that? It looks like a nice pretty blue day. A nice pretty blue sky. And yeah, but before I get started on the outer portion here and get that cleaning, let me tell you, you can do so much with this little hollow inner portion, like some decoration, like something like this you could put down in there as a table decoration. You could put your, I do painting as well, so this is just a set of brushes that I have just to give you an idea. Brushes, your resin tools you could use, or fresh flowers. Because this is waterproof, you can put water in here and put fresh flowers in that. That's a cute idea. Also, I've talked about these lights in past videos, but in case you don't know, I will link them below. They last a super duper long time. I left them on, well, it got stuck, but I explained that in another video. This little light, or a pack of these, but this style in particular, It lasted for 24/7, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for 3 weeks. About 3 weeks this little light didn't go off. Another good thing about these little lights is they are waterproof. So wouldn't it be cool? I mean, you could drop that in there and just use it as a regular night light, which stay tuned because I'll show you some pictures at the end. But put a light in there, put some water in there, and some fresh flowers. That would be gorgeous. Okay, enough yip yapping about all that. I'm going to clean the outer portion of my jar and we'll get started putting our little snowman and snowflakes on the outside. You ready? Good. Me too. Here we go. By putting the stickers on the top, I'm hoping that once I put a light in the bottom, I get a really cool effect when I turn off the lights onto the ceiling. Wait to the end to see. It's time for some rhinestones. Hey, thanks for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully you enjoyed this project because I had a lot of fun making it. If you did, leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any fun, interesting, or even strange projects coming up. Be well and be blessed.